down. Very nice Viking micro here. But some of these gold minerals are getting low. We've got some low down to 300 or less, some up to 750. You see some corruption going down there, so that is going to help these corruptors take out these Vikings. Broodlord's trying to take out these stores, but we do have some more transfuse going down, managing to keep these Broodlords alive. And we do see some mass Ling going down here. Looks like this was the orbital command from the natural expansion. There's no way to be able to get a planetary fortress up to counter these Lings. And the gas production of QXC is once again ground to a halt by the constant harass of CatZ. Both players playing magnificently. Army's quite low compared to what you'd expect in a 40-minute game, but people are just so starved for resources. It's quite hard for them to manage. Another marine drop by QXC, trying to do as much damage as he can. We do see quite a few ultralift, but almost no anti-air. The only anti-air we see is from these queens, which are actually managing to keep these Vikings and medevacs away. We have this medevac on 15 hit points. And it looks like a lot of these tanks have been repaired, so good on QXC for listening to my post-game VOD advice somehow. And, ooh, a nice fungal growth. Actually managed to kill a Viking with a fungal growth. And Viking just sitting there. Nah, I'm just chilling. Somehow I've got, you know, big-ass engines on the back of me, but somehow I can just not move at all. Miracle of science in the whatever century this game is set in. That it clearly has thrusters on the back only, and yet it cannot move at all. And it looks like a queen managing to snipe that Viking out. And an infested Terran hanging around, taking some pot shots at these Vikings. And more just sniping down these Broodlords. Isn't actually able to kill anything, loses one Viking. Another expansion going down for CatZ, trying to do whatever he can. Only has one drone on that gas, which is not something you like to see. Looks like there's been another marine drop, taking out these Lings quite easily with +3/+. We have a 13 kill marine, 11 kill marine, 10 kill marine, 9 kill marine, 10 kill marine, 9 kill marine. We've got the most heroic batch of marines with only one surviving in that medevac. Holy shit, Starship Troopers all over again. These Lings are going down, so many people dying. But it looks like that one medevac of Marines has probably killed this in this expansion earlier in the game more than once. We've got more Lings taking out these SCVs. We've got a lot of energy on these orbital commands, saving up for when they finally get a safe expansion. They can plop down on every one of these. And another forced lift. We don't see a +3 armor. I think CatZ might have forgotten it, or he thought it was too expensive. We also don't see any adrenal glands, even though he is building quite a lot of Lings, as well as no starting energy boost by the thing, so CatZ a little bit slacking on some of the upgrades this game, but who can blame him? It's a 42-minute game so far. It's kind of hard to do this. More tank drops, or I guess just tanks sitting on these watchtowers, keeping Zerg from capitalizing on this gold expansion. And it looks like CatZ is regrouping for another attack. Let's see how this goes. He is losing in the army counting tab. He's down by about 40 food and half the mineral size. And we do see these Marines come down, able to take out a queen, able to take out an one fungal growth going down between those two infestors. Not great, but queen's going down. Need to transfuse this. Queen's going down with energy quite needlessly. They're not able to kill anything. Queens are not the greatest damage per second dealers. And battle, it looked like it favored CatZ because the food tab is much closer now. But the army tab, there's even a larger difference than there was before. Go back to production. Terran is not producing anything. Terran has pretty much no income right now. CatZ is the only one mining minerals off this 4th expansion. Constant Ling aggression by CatZ has managed to keep the Terran from basically mining all game. We're down to 11 harvesters for Terran, and that's not something you really enjoy. Looks like this army is actually hiding in the gas there, which is kind of cute. Single Baneling, just hero Baneling going on. And looks like this army is just trying to hide out here. And CatZ is just... Oh, I must have just imagined this army. Let's just send a single Marine to scout. He sends his Marine to scout. Oh, but there's just a few Lings. So CatZ, it looks like he didn't really bother. He sees just 4 Lings, and, you know, I guess that's not enough for a whole army. And 4 Lings, you can ignore it. Little does he know, pretty much the entire army of CatZ is hidden in that gassy area there. No detection whatsoever. And it looks like he's going to kill pretty much... Looks like he could kill 9 of the remaining 11 Harvesters of CatZ. CatZ forced to retreat once again. He keeps trying to push, and CatZ just hits him on the base every time. We do have the whole army just in one ball here, but he's not able to defend his base on all fronts and do any sort of attack on CatZ. CatZ, however, is still able to mine, so... And it looks like this army of CatZ does go down pretty easily. Last few Lings going down, but if you check the income tab, we're down 10 Harvesters. We've got 20 Lings in production and Burrow going down, actually, so maybe going for some late-game roaches into the mineral lines, or just maybe burrowed Banelings, or just, you know, surprise the army. As it's always, as the Terran army is trying to do as much damage as possible, losing the least as possible. Maybe trying to surprise an army with the Burrow might be able to do the damage he needs to do. But looks like all we have, actually, it looks like we have some Viking aggression, but pretty much all we have for Zerg is a bunch of Lings and Banelings right now. Looks like about 15 Banelings went through. All they managed to kill was about 5 Marines and a tank, but pretty much any damage you can do to the Terran at this point in the game is good damage, because you are ahead in income. You keep that up, you win this game. Mass Lings going down, both doors going down, almost all the Lings going down, and the tanks are gone. I don't know what the Terran has left. He has a handful of Marines there, and that is about it. If you check out the income tab, he's actually got a quarter of his Harvesters AFK right here. That's right, he's got 4 Harvesters left. This is a sad day to be Zerg. I mean Terran. It's a good day to be Zerg. Marines doing a lot of damage. Marines actually getting into this choke. They're almost... Looks like they killed about 40 Zerglings right there. With about 9. Wow. Those are some hero Marines there. But they do go down eventually, but some reinforcements do catch up. But those were some of the most heroic Marines I've ever seen. The +3/+3 doing amazing damage, getting the Lings into a choke point. Excellent play by both players. Every bit of micro you can possibly do is amazingly important at this stage in the game. We're actually getting mutas out. I think that might be just so we can snipe out these medevacs, and also these Vikings, which it looks like they've been causing him quite a bit of trouble throughout this whole game. And medevac goes down, and Viking goes down, Viking goes down. Down to 2 Vikings. We've got no harassment left that this Terran can do. 2 Vikings left, and a handful of Marines and Marauders is all the Terran has left. He's actually floating all his factories over here. I think he might be trying to just create a wall to save himself from these Lings. I think he's just hoping that the Zerg is having as much trouble on the income as he is. Vikings trying to see if they can do some damage off this ledge here, but see another Viking goes down. And both Vikings down, so if we check out, we got 3 Harvesters for Terran to the 22 of Zerg. In the army, the Zerg is ahead by 30 food, 500 minerals of army, and 700 minerals of gas army. We do have some Banelings morphing in, a few Ultralisks, a few Lings. I'm not sure what the Terran's going to be able to do to hold this off, win this game. But it's just going so slow. Got a medevac, does scout this army, he does drop back, seeing what he can do. Forcing his units to choke, but again, almost all the Marines going down to those Banelings, late game Banelings. How do they work? And some beautiful stutter step and stim micro, able to almost take out, but do a lot of damage to these Ultralisks. And Ultralisk actually burrowing. This is a very good move by CatZ. This forces QXE to use his very precious scans in order to do any damage. I mean, each scan is pretty much, 50 energy, 1 mule, that's pretty much all of his income is just from a mule. So being forced to use a scan like that, very good by CatZ. Trying to get his SPs out there, and small handful of units actually able to take out 2 of those last Ultralisk going down. So just a handful of Marines and Marauders able to take out quite a few Ultralisks as well as some Lings there. And QXE gives the good game. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. That was a 51-minute, 36-second epic try-hard game by Root QXE and Root CatZ. And Root CatZ comes out on top. So, just before I end here, I'm going to give a quick shout-out to, again, to root-gaming.com, where I got the replay, as well as just the Root clan, because who was playing. Root CatZ is in his beautiful stream where I got this, or saw this game from originally. And thank you, I'm Lobber, and I'm done.